Good morning students, welcome to our next class. So in the previous class I have given you some formulas related to the moment generating function and the cumulant generating function. So by using the moment generating function and cumulant generating function we can derive the moments. So the procedures or formulas I have given in the last class. So you write all the formulas in your notes also, because we will be using them in all the distributions. So today we will start with the non-central moments for the binomial distribution. So we are discussing the binomial distribution, right? So in binomial distribution, first thing is we will be finding the non-central moments of binomial distribution. So before starting with the non-central moments, first we have to know some expansions related to the binomial distributions. Because first thing is, what is generally mu r dash? Expectation of x power r. The rth non-central moment about origin. That means mu 1 dash equals to expectation of x, mu 2 dash equals to expectation of x square, mu 3 dash equals to expectation of x cube, and mu 4 dash equals to expectation of x power 4. So here in all the moments we have expectation of x, x square, x cube and x power 4. So for carrying out the simple procedure, simple calculations, so in the derivations these x square, x cube, x power 4 are expressed in some simplified forms. So what are those simplified forms we will see now. So write down some formulas. So first is x is written as it is x itself. Coming to next one is x square. So for the second non-central moment we have x square. So this x square can be written as x into x minus 1 plus x. So if you observe here, x into x, x square minus x plus x. Minus x plus x gets cancelled, you will be left out with x square only. So this x square can be simplified as x into x minus 1 plus x. Now next, coming to the third one is x cube. So x cube can be written as x into x minus 1 into x minus 2 plus 3 into x minus 1 plus x. So here x cube can be written as x into x minus 1 into x minus 2 plus 3 into x minus 1 plus x. Similarly, next x power 4. X power 4 can be written as x into x minus 1 into x minus 2 into x minus 3 plus 6 into x minus 1 into x minus 2 plus 7 into x minus 1 plus x. So how to remember these formulas? First, x as it is you will write. X square, it is easy only to remember. X into x minus 1 plus x. Here you have power 2 means you will write only up to x minus 1, remember like that. Next, coming to x cube. X cube means x into x minus 1 into x minus 2. You have cube term, so you will write up to x minus 2. X into x minus 1 into x minus 2 plus 3 into x minus 1. So one term will be reduced. Here you have x into x minus 1 into x minus 2. So in the next term, x minus 2 will not be there. X into x minus 1. 3 into x minus 1. Plus again this x minus 1 will be removed. Last term will be x. Similarly, x power 4 also. X into x minus 1 into x minus 2 into x minus 3. So here power 4 up to x minus 3 plus you have to remember the 6. 6 into only first 3 terms. X into x minus 1 into x minus 2 plus remember the 7 plus only first 2 terms. 7 into x minus 1 plus last term is plus x. So in this way you you have to remember these formulas. Now coming to some binomial expansions, we have the binomial expansions. So generally we have the formula expansion of x plus y whole power n formula. So what is x plus y whole power n? How we will be writing? X power n plus nc1 x power n minus 1 y power 1. Similarly like that, we will writing next term nc2 x power n minus 2 y square plus so on, plus last term ncn x power n minus n y power n. This is the last term. So x power n minus n means nothing but x power 0. So the first term also you can write in that format only, that here nc0 value is 1 plus y power 0. So nc0 x power n y power 0 plus nc1 x power n minus 1 y power 1 plus nc2 x power n minus 2 y square plus so on last term ncn x power 0 y power n. So in binomial distribution, what are the parameters generally? How we write? X follows binomial with n comma p, where n and p are the parameters. What is p? P is the probability of success. So in those terms you can write q plus p whole power n. So observe this one and write down this one, q plus p whole power n expansion. How you will write? First nc0 x power n means q power n p power 0 plus nc1 q power n minus 1 p power 1 plus nc2 q power n minus 2 p square plus so on up to last term ncn q power 0 p power n. So in this way we can write the q plus p whole power n expansion. So this q plus p whole power n expansion I am writing in the form of summation. Summation x equals to 0 to n. So here nc format we write, right? So nc0, it is starting from 0 to the last term ncn. So how we will write? ncx p power n q power, here first p term you see, p power 0 means p power x q power n minus x. If you observe, suppose if you put x equals to 0, what you will get? nc0 p power 0 q power n minus 0. If you put plus x equals to 1, nc1 p power 1 q power n minus 1. Like that the last term ncn p power n q power n minus n 0. So in this way this term I am writing in terms of the summation. So wherever you find this summation value in finding the moments, you have this format, that is summation x equals to 0 to n ncx p power x q power n minus x. So in that place you have to substitute q plus p whole power n. So whatever the n value, that we will substitute. And coming to the next formula, so this same formula if you have in terms like this, q plus p whole power n minus I. So if you have n minus I may be any value 1, 2, 3. So like that, this will be given as summation x equals to 0 to n. Here you have in place of n, you have n minus I. So you will be getting n minus I c x minus I. So in place of ncx we will have n minus ic x minus I p power x minus I into q power n minus So in place of n, we will write n minus I. In place of x, we write x minus I. So that's why here NCX means n minus IC, x minus I. P power in place of x, x minus I. Q power in place of n minus I minus x minus I plus I minus I gets cancelled. Again you will get n minus x only. So if you have like this, you can write, you can use this expansion. Suppose if I equals to 1. So if I equals to 1, what you will be writing? Q plus P whole power n minus 1 equals to summation x equals to 0 to n. So here x equals to 1 to n you will be getting. Here also summation x equals to I to n, because we are starting from the nth term. Summation I equals to 1 to n. Here I to I equals to 1. So summation x equals to 1 to n minus 1 c x minus 1 p power x minus 1 q power n minus x. So if you put x equals to 1, we get this formula. Similarly, I equals to 1. Similarly, I equals to 2 implies q plus p whole power n minus 2 here. N minus 2 equals to summation x equals to, what is I value? 2. So we will start summation from 2. X equals to 2 to n minus 2 c x minus 2 p power 2 q power n minus x. So in this way, p power x minus 2, p power x minus 2, q power n minus x. Similarly, I equals to 3, q plus p whole power n minus 3 equals to, summation will be ranging from x equals to 3 to n minus 3, c x minus 3, p power x minus 3, q power n minus x. So we will be deriving 4 movements. So write down the 4 formulas. Now I equals to 4, that is q plus p whole power n minus 4 equals to summation x equals to 4 to n minus 4 c x minus 4 p power x minus 4 q power n minus x. So these are the different expansions we are going to use, and few more are, we know all these formulas. What is NCX formula? NCX equals to n factorial by n minus x factorial into x factorial. NCX expansion. What is NCX expansion? N factorial by n minus x factorial into x factorial. So how we will be writing the n factorial? N factorial equals to n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 up to so on 3 into 2 into 1. Similarly, x factorial means x factorial also x into x minus 1 into x minus 2 into so on up to 2 into 1. And one more thing we know that this n factorial can be written as n into n minus 1 factorial, or x factorial can be written as x into x minus 1 into x minus 2 factorial. Suppose we have some 5 factorial. This 5 factorial can be written as 5 into 4 factorial, or it can be written as 5 into 4 into 3 factorial. So according to our convenience, we are going to expand this one. So wherever you have n factorial, there we will be writing according to the convenience, that n into n minus 1 factorial, or n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 factorial, or n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into n minus 3 factorial. So based on the number of observations, we are going to write these expansions. So copy all these formulas. Now we will start with the non-central moments of the binomial distribution. non-central movements of binomial distribution. We have to remember all these expansions and also the PMF of the binomial distribution. So what is the PMF of binomial distribution? NCX, P power x, Q power n minus x. You have to remember all these formulas and PMFs. So non-central movements. So here we are going to find the non-central movements about origin. So these are the movements about origin. So we are going to find the non-central movements for binomial distribution. So find out the non-central movements of the binomial distribution. Now, first, write down the rth non-central movement formula. So the rth non-central movement about origin is given as, what is the formula? Mu r dash equals to expectation of x power r. Now put r equals to 1. So if r equals to 1, mu 1 dash equals to, what is mu 1 dash? Mean equals to expectation of x. So here what is x? X follows the binomial distribution. We are finding the movements for the binomial distribution, right? So x follows whatever the random variable we took, it follows the same distribution, that is binomial distribution. So binomial distribution, it is a discrete distribution, right? So discrete distribution, how you will expand expectation of x equals to summation over x, x into p of x. So here write down x follows binomial with n comma p, then PMF is given as, so write down PMF in every step and every movement so that it will be a practice for you. What is the PMF? P of x equals to NCX, P power x, Q power n minus x. Now substitute this PMF in the mu 1 dash value. So mu 1 dash equals to summation over x equals to 0 to n. So binomial distribution, x takes the values from 0 to n. X into NCX, P power x, Q power n minus x. Now expand this NCX. What is NCX formula? X into NCX can be written as n factorial by n minus x factorial into x factorial, p power x, q power n minus x. Now summation x equals to 0 to n, write x as it is. This n I am writing as n into n minus 1 factorial. So remember how to remember up to where you have to extend, means this is the first movement, right? So extend up to only one term, n into n minus 1 factorial by n minus x factorial into, here I am writing x factorial as x into x minus 1 factorial. So carefully listen this step. N factorial we are writing as n into n minus 1 factorial. X factorial we are writing as x into x minus 1 factorial. And here p I am writing as p power x minus 1 plus 1 q power n minus x. So in the power for the p I have added and subtracted plus 1. Now if constant. So write n outside. N summation x equals to 0 to n minus 1 factorial by n minus 1 factorial by n minus x factorial into x minus 1 factorial. So this can be written as p into p power x minus 1 q power n minus x. I am just splitting the power. P power x minus 1 as one term, p power 1 as another term. Now next step is this p value I am writing outside the summation. So mu1 dash is equals to n into p summation. So here if you observe summation, it is ranging from x equals to 0 to n. 0 to n. So here one value p power x only, right? The x values are applied to p only. So 1p is already outside the summation. So now the summation will start from x equals to 1 to n. One value of x is already taken out of the summation. That's why we will reduce one value in the summation also. Summation generally it is ranging from 0. If I remove one more term, so it will range from x equals to 1 to n. Remaining terms you write as it is n minus 1 factorial by n minus x factorial into x minus 1 factorial p power x minus 1 q power n minus x. So if you observe this one, n factorial n minus x factorial into x factorial. So here also if you see, since n minus 1 factorial by n factorial x minus 1 so this is in the form of n factorial. In place of n you have n minus 1. Next n minus x. N means n minus 1. Minus of x minus 1 will be minus x plus 1 x minus 1. So this is in the form of n factorial n minus x factorial into x factorial, which can be written as ncx. So what we have in place of x here? np summation x equals to 1 to n. In place of n what we have here? C. In place of x we have x minus 1. So n minus 1 c x minus 1 p power x minus 1 q power n minus x. Now we have one formula. So since q plus p whole power n minus I or n minus 1 equals to, we know the formula is summation x equals to 1 to n minus 1 c x minus 1 p power x minus 1 q power n minus x. So in place of this expansion, I can write down directly q plus p whole power n minus 1. So now mu1 dash equals to n into p. So in place of this complete summation, I can write q plus p whole power n minus 1. So what is q plus p? So since we know that p plus q is always equals to 1. So whether it is p plus q or q plus p, both are same. So in place of q plus p, we can write 1, which is equals to np into 1 power n minus 1. So 1 power anything is 1 itself. So this is equals to np. So therefore, mu1 dash equals to mean equals to np. So remember always the mean of the binomial distribution is np. So how you will find the mean? The first central movement, first non-central movements. So remember, first write the rth non-central movement that is mu r dash equals to expectation of x power r. So now keep on substituting r equals to 1, 2, 3, 4 for the remaining 4 non-central movements. So first if you put r equals to 1, so that means mu1 dash. So always the first non-central movement about origin is nothing but the mean value. So mu1 dash equals to mean expectation of x. This is a discrete variable. So you will write summation x into p of x. So here we are finding the movements for the binomial distribution. Here p of x means the PMF of the binomial distribution. What is the PMF? NCX, p power x, q power n minus x. So substitute that PMF, and in the next step you have to expand this n factorial and x factorial. You are finding the first movement. So n can be expanded only up to one term, that is n into n minus 1 factorial. X also x into x minus 1 factorial. And this p power x I am splitting as two terms, that is p into p power x minus 1. Next you have to remember here is we are bringing out the one p term outside, that is which is related to the x term only. So if you bring one term outside, the summation will start from x equals to 1 to n minus 1 factorial, n minus x factorial into x minus 1 factorial. So this is in the form of NCX formula, where n is n minus 1 and x is x minus 1. So write that in that format and the remaining terms as it is. Now we will use the binomial expansion, that is whenever you have q plus summation x equals to 1 to n minus 1 c x minus 1, p power x minus 1 and q power n minus x, you can write it as q plus p whole power n minus 1. So substitute that one, and we know q plus p means always, q plus p means the total probability will be 1. So 1 power anything is 1 itself, so that we got the required mean value as n into p. So remember this procedure. So in the next class we will continue with the second non-central movement, that is mu2 dash. By putting r equals to 2, we will be getting the second non-central movement. So if you understand this one, then only the second one will be easy, because it is just an extension. So remember those steps, how to expand. So in the second step, in the second movement, what we do? Here n into n minus 1 up to n minus 1 only we did. Next in the second, n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 factorial we consider. Procedure will be same, just one term will be addition.